Hello CiiAT students, welcome to your Moodle tour. Moodle is a web-based learning platform, so there's nothing for you to download. However, if you do want to have it on your phone or your iPad, then go to your app store and download Moodle. Otherwise, simply go to any web browser and type in moodle.ciiat.org/my, and it will bring you straight to this login page. If you are a CiiAT full-time student, you would have received your student email address. That would be your name at ciiat.org, in which case you can log in down here where our logo is at ciiat.org. Now, the first time you do it, it will still force you to change your password. After that, it'll be a straightforward move. If you are not a full-time student and you don't have a CiiAT email, that's okay. You would have been sent your username and password. If you've lost the email or you didn't activate it in time, simply type in your first name and last name with no spaces. The password that was automatically generated and sent to you, you can just cut and paste it into here. It will then ask you to replace that password with one that you can remember. If you've already forgot it or didn't activate in time, please click Forgotten Password and it will email you a new login. We can reset your password for you. However, we don't know your password, so please be sure to choose one that you remember. Assuming you did that first step okay, you are logged in to Moodle. Once you log into Moodle, you will come to the dashboard. It might look something like this. Don't worry if you don't have all these courses showing up. You may not be enrolled for them all yet. On this dashboard, you will find the general information about courses that you're taking, courses that you could be taking. Up in the top right is your profile, and you can click there and update it. We've already set it to your hometown so that the time zone works for you. But of course, if you take a trip in another time zone, be aware that that will have to be changed and put back when you come home. Generally speaking, all our courses are listed on each of the pages as PST, Pacific Standard Time, which is in Vancouver, BC. Over here in this little bell, you'll see notifications that come up. Then the magnifying glass is the search, just like any other software you might use. Under Recents are all the recent pages that you've been to, which is really handy when you're enrolled for one or more courses. All else fails, you've got this left-hand column where you can go to your dashboard, which is where we are now. You can go back to the CiiAT home. Can't think when you'd want to, but you never know. Your calendar, and this calendar can also be integrated into your Google Calendar. A place for private files, and a place to look at all the courses and the course overviews. On the dashboard, when you scroll down, you'll see how you're doing as far as grades and activity level. Now, please know that Moodle is fairly new to CiiAT, and occasionally a Moodle muddle happens and grades will suddenly change. Do not fear, we have all your grades backed up on a different software. We promise you won't lose grades unless you haven't done the work. Here's your list of courses, and you can see the progress you're having in each of those courses. So let's go to one of the courses that you might be taking coming up. We'll take you to courses. There we are, that's the one I want. 106. Art Therapy Studio with Individuals, and be sure you're in the right year. So I'm going to open the 2019 one. As soon as you get to here, you'll see a description of the course and the class dates. Now these may differ in your calendar if you're in a different time zone. So I put them here so you can always refer to it no matter where in the world you're traveling to. First thing up is Student Forum. Simply click there and start a new discussion or reply to a discussion. These ones will also show up in your email. This is a good place for students to discuss topics that are coming up in the week or asking for extra help from their fellow students. Simply click Add a new discussion topic, type in the topic line, type in the description, and if you want, add a picture or a file down here. Then you click Post a forum. Some of your courses will require that you actually post to the forum or discuss a topic that happened in class. So please make sure to understand how to do that. Next thing is your textbooks and materials. Your textbooks for every course will be different, of course. Some are available on our storefront, others you can find at Kindle or Amazon, and sometimes you can even find parts of the book on Google Books. Now, when I say parts of the book, some of the pages are missing, but it's sometimes just enough to get you by for some courses, or at least to get you started while you're waiting for your order to be delivered. At CiiAT classes, there is a general list of art media, and that's the one that's right here. But every course has specific materials as well, listed below. The course material is never set to be too expensive because we want it to work for you as well as for your clients. Now you'll see when you click on something like textbooks and materials, this little checkbook went green. I didn't actually post on the forum, so this little check mark didn't go green. Your goal is to get all of the check marks and the little boxes green, which shows us you have actually completed that task. Some of them will be a square and you have to click it yourself to complete it. So in the Mustread, there's a trick. Click on Mustread and you will see the grading and student evaluation, how your courses are broken down. Over to the other side though, there are a table of contents, so be absolutely sure to go through every page or that little check mark on the first page will not go green. Go through all of them. The CiiAT policy and manuals you can actually download. Don't do this on your phone or your iPad though. It will take up a lot of space and use a lot of data. So make sure you're on Wi-Fi and at home. The same goes for the standards of practice. So now we've clicked on all of those, let's see if our must-read checkmark has gone green. And it has. Announcements is where our staff will make announcements to you. So it might be to remind you of a course coming up. It might be if there's something that changed or in response. Most things you'll find in the forum though. Okay, you are ready to get started on your course material. In all of the CiiAT courses, there are pre-course assignments, in-course assignments, and post-course assignments. Be aware, pre-course assignments are often worth at least 10% of your grade. First thing is prepare your space and supplies. I'll leave you to click on that and find it. Anything in blue is just like a website. Click and there's more information behind. Then create and decorate. So for this particular course, you have to create some artwork before the course begins. There's also some chapters of a book to read. So make sure you've clicked on these, and if it doesn't have a check mark that goes green, click the little box to make it green, just like this. I've prepared my supplies and space, but do click to see what's behind there. Okay. You'll see now that you are ready for class 1. Make sure you know what the topic of the day is and be logged into Moodle so that you can start your Zoom class. You will click here and see the invitation to join the class. Right now, we're unable to join because it's not time for the class yet. But when it is time, it will say start. If in doubt, you can cut and paste or click the Zoom link here. So you're in class, you know what the topic is, and you have your Zoom invitation and you've clicked on it. Now, if the instructor is showing a PowerPoint in class, often it will show up before the class here or after the class. That's entirely up to our instructors. This instructor has provided it to you before the class. And here it is. It opens in a PDF. You do not need to download it. If you can, if you want. Otherwise, just use it as your reference. After the class, you have homework assignments. Now here, for this particular class, you have create and upload an image. Let's see how to create and upload an image. First of all, read the instructions right here. Then click add an entry. You can type in the artwork title. You can drag and drop the image here and type in your description or response, whatever the instructor has asked of you. You can either save and view, or you can save and add another image. Sometimes the instructors will grade you on one or more images, so do be sure you've followed every step. Now for each class, we won't go through them all in detail, but you'll see the pattern is the same. There's always a Zoom link to your classes. There may or may not be a PDF of the PowerPoint. It might turn up after the class. There'll always be homework assignments, and they may be to read, to watch, or to create and upload. But here is an article. So this read is not one of the books that you already have. So if you click on it, it will open up as a PDF and you will automatically have access to the article that you are being asked to read and comment upon. If it was a video, you would click on it and a video would play right there on your desktop for you. So each of the classes will look quite similar. Sometimes they don't show up until closer to the time because the instructor doesn't want you to look too far ahead. On the last class, there will be a course instructor evaluation. This is for you to evaluate the instructor and the course. Although you're logged in with your profile, it is still anonymous. When you click to answer the questions, you can do the agree, strongly disagree, to a whole range of questions, but it doesn't take very long. Of course, there's an area for you to actually type some words and some feedback. If you want to leave a testimonial, you can also email that to info@ciiat.org. Don't forget to submit your answers when you're finished. Only one more thing to do for this class, and that is your final assignment. And you'll see here that your final assignment is worth 30% of your grade. So don't forget to do it. Click on the final assignment, read the instructions, and you can upload your assignment right there. By then, you'll really be familiar with Moodle. If you still need help, don't hesitate to ask. Somebody at our office will give you a tour or help you to upload your final assignments. When you upload an image in a class in homework assignments, your classmates can see the image. We want it that way so that everybody can see what you're sharing. However, when you upload your final assignment, it stays private and only the instructor and CiiAT staff can see it. The instructor will grade it right there and you will be notified to go and collect your grades and collect the comments. If anything's happened and life has got in the way and you need an extension on your final project, then the application form is right here. That should be enough to get you started on Moodle. If you need any extra help, you know how to reach us, and we look forward to seeing you in our upcoming classes. Happy studying, be creative, and happy Moodling.